wants to get them because I do like having them, and then I don't have to worry about if my nails are done or not for a video. Like, sometimes I really have to plan my videos because if I don't have fake nails on, I can't do certain role plays or tapping, and it's frustrating. But the other part of me is like, do I really want to weaken my nails again? Have to go to the salon every few weeks? I don't know, it's just a commitment. I 100% understand that it is a first world problem that I'm having. But still, I've been debating what to do. I mean, it's for work. It's for work. Now that concealer doesn't match me perfectly, so I just mix a little bit of this darker one. Although on camera it kind of looks perfect. I've been breaking out pretty bad, and it's just because I've worn my mask more recently. I mean, with more stores opening up in Ontario. Like I said, I went to Winners with my mom, even just to like get out of the house. I've been grocery shopping more, so I've just had to wear my mask more, and I break out so easy. Like, I got all these pimples. Oh, I forgot to cover one around my mouth from my mask. Okay, and even one up here. These lip ones hurt. They hurt seashells. But we're human and we get acne, so I'm just like everyone else. But speaking of masks, university, I go to Queen's University, if any of you guys are wondering. But classes are going to be back in person in the fall. Luckily, I still have my university house, but I do have a couple friends who are kind of freaking out because no one really knew what was happening, and they really only gave the update like a month and a half or so before you have to go back. And a lot of people couldn't afford to keep their lease through the panoramic. I can't believe I just said it. Oh my goodness, panoramic. Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag that one. But a lot of people couldn't afford their leases, and so now they don't have a house up in Kingston. So hopefully they're able to find one. But I bet you rent will just be through the roof. Especially because landlords will know, they just know that kids will be desperate for a place to live, so they'll probably hike it up. Okay. But yeah, I still have my place. It's a little bit dirty, but I have it. I posted a video of me cleaning it on TikTok, actually, which was very satisfying, but I've got a place luckily, so I will be back in the fall, which just means that my background will be the university background, which you guys seen. I've seen in my Queen's University room tour, in my Girl Talk video, and in my home decor haul video. Actually, the last time I went to Winners was when I got this shirt and these hoops. I also got this little flower vase, which I think is pretty for the background. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've already been filming for like 11 minutes. Where does the time go? yesterday was an eventful day. I'm just going to use this Folklore palette and just take a shimmery shade, probably just this one, and just apply a little bit on my eye. Just a little, just for funsies. Just to brighten it up. But yeah, my eye is fine today. I mean, it looks completely normal, and I'm wearing contacts now, so maybe not the best of ideas, but I'm feeling way better. Now I can't seem to find my spoolie. I thought I brought it in here, but I must have left it in my bathroom. So I'm just gonna lightly fluff up my brows like so. It's fine. I don't fill them in or anything. And then I'll do lips and then finish off with eyes. So I just apply my lip liner. This is the Essence Soft and Precise Lip Liner. It is my favorite